Welcome to Culture Coach, a podcast with me, Nikki Lerner, helping you to engage in a proactive movement towards unity and understanding as it relates to culture and come from. Thanks for joining me today. You ready to go? Let's get started. Hey everybody, I'm just going to keep it really short and really straight with you today because I feel this really deeply today when I'm recording. And just know that when I'm recording, I am thinking about you. I'm thinking about your face. I am thinking about you sitting at your desk trying to work on the good culture work that you dream of. I'm thinking about you struggling. I'm thinking about you winning. I'm thinking about you as you listen to this. So today, I'm going to keep it short. I'm going to keep it straight with you. Most of you are moving too slow when it comes to diversity and culture work. You are. And today, if you've been listening to me this whole time, you know that I'm here to encourage you and encourage you forward. And sometimes as your coach, I need to kick you in your behind. And what I'm telling you today is that most of you are moving too slow when it comes to doing culture work in your organization or in your business. Okay? Now, here's what I will say, because what you've probably heard me say before is, pick one thing and do it deeply, or pick 1-2 things and focus on that for the year. I'm not talking about the number of things, but I am talking about the level of effort and action. Okay, let me say that again. I'm not talking about the number of things. I'm talking about the level of effort and action. Some of you are moving too slow. We are here at the beginning of the year. Most of you have spent, a year, 2 years learning and kind of getting your feet up under you, all the things that you need to learn. And here we are, and some of you are just moving too slow. This is go time. This is the time for you to take everything that you've been learning over the last year and a half, and put it into practice if you haven't done so already. Okay, so why are you moving too slow? Well, I was thinking about 3 things today. Okay, number 1, you are stuck in your head. You are stuck in your head. You are overthinking this diversity and culture work in your company, so much so to the point that all of the beautiful and good things that you're thinking about, the only place that they reside is in your brain. All right? It is time for you to stop thinking and start engaging. It's time for you to stop thinking and start trying some things. Okay? The reason that you are moving too slow is you are stuck in your head. Here's the second thing, second reason of why you may be moving too slow, is that you are trying to think about things, right? The overthink. You're trying to think about things, and you're thinking about them to the point where you want to do them mistake-free. And I'm here to tell you, I am sorry that this is true, but that is never going to happen. You will make mistakes. You will mess up. You will put your foot in your mouth, and you are not going to die. But you need to start to move forward. There's no such thing as mistake-free. You know what else there's no such thing as? A perfect right answer. And for many of you, you are also moving too slow because you have let perfectionism overtake who you are as a person. You've let perfectionism overtake your actions in this realm of cultural diversity work. Right? You are moving too slow. And here's a third reason why you may be moving too slow. The third reason is, I just call it this. I call it, you're looking for the earthquake. Okay? What you may be looking for is like the big thing, the big idea, the big program, the big hire, the big event, that big person or this big thing to happen in the world before you take any action. And I'm telling you right now, it is very rare that the earthquake happens. All right? It's kind of more like the change happens before the earthquake happens. The change happens in, you know how the platelets move under the earth? The platelets are moving and shifting all the time under the earth, right? It's only when we get to see the evidence of those platelets moving that we see the earthquake. But many of you are waiting for some big thing to happen or some big some big, I don't know, some big thought that you're going to have or some big breakthrough that's going to happen. No, that is not how this works. Building a multicultural company, an organization, whatever it is, happens by commitment. It happens by little steps, little by little by little by little. Every single day, every single week that you have committed to doing in your organization as a leader. That is how things happen. It doesn't happen by the big earthquake. It doesn't happen by the big thunderstorm. It doesn't happen that way. Now, here's the thing. If you are waiting for the big earthquake or you are waiting for, this big event to happen, here's what's going to happen. And that is that another terrible, awful event is going to happen in our country. And that's going to be the earthquake for you again. Many of you, if you're honest, that happened for you in the summer of 2020 here in the United States. That was your big earthquake moment. And it wasn't a good one. Right? It was because of a negative event. I'm here to tell you, you don't have to wait for that. Please don't wait for that again. Please don't wait for another event, another awful catalytic event for you to return to or to start doing the culture work that you have started to work on already. It's not time to give up. It's not time to give in. It's time to lean in, press in, do more, not less. Do more every day, not less. More time, not less. This is the time. But here's what I'm here to tell you today. Because some of you listening to this, not all of you, but some of you, you needed to hear this today while you're driving to work or you're walking your dog or you're taking care of the kids or you're sitting in your office, wherever you are moving too slowly and you know it. If you're honest with yourself, you know it. Come on. You know it. You know you're moving too slow. And it is the fear that is keeping you from doing anything. I'm sharing with somebody today that, the thing that changed my life when it came to taking care of my body and working out, right, with my trainer is he says to me, Nikki, exercise is cumulative, right? 5 minutes is better than no minutes. And I'm here to tell you that this diversity work, it's cumulative. It's cumulative. 5 minutes on it is better than no minutes. 15 minutes a day is better than no minutes a day. An hour a week is better than no hours a week. But you cannot expect to get the results that you want to get without putting in the effort necessary. I mean, how many times have we done that, right? I'm connected to a group of people, a small group of people who are, they've been working on this eating plan or whatever. Some of them are trying to lose a bunch of weight. Some of them are just trying to get some structure. And, there's so many times where I will watch people communicate in this group and say something like this. Well, this week I decided to just totally go off of my plan all week. I decided to eat pizza and ice cream every day. I didn't do any working out at all. I ate till I was over full. And now I'm just frustrated because I don't see the pounds coming off on the scale. Well, what do you expect? I mean, the program's not working. Your level of effort is affecting the results that you get. And sometimes, when I see people with these big dreams about what their organizations are going to look like from a cultural perspective, the expectation is just because we think it's going to show up. Or just because we think it or have really good intentions about something, that all of a sudden we're going to have this beautiful multicultural organization. And I am here to tell you, do not expect those results unless you are willing to put in the effort and the work and the intention that is necessary, that you are responsible for. Now, there's a lot of other things you are not responsible for, right? You cannot affect or control how people are going to receive your work. You can't affect or control whether somebody wants to work in your company or your organization, whatever it is. But there are some things that you can control. And all of us, I'm talking to myself too here, y'all. All of us, we need to stop expecting amazing results without any effort. We need to stop expecting these beautiful organizations full of diverse people, and everybody's working alongside each other and happy without doing any of the work and just thinking about it all day. I'm telling you, that's not going to happen. That's not the way things happen. I watch this in faith communities all the time. And some of you probably know some of them. I'm connected to faith communities as well. And, my least favorite thing from leaders in faith communities is, hey, we want a diverse faith environment, or we want a diverse faith community. You know what we're going to do? We're going to pray about it for 40 days. We're going to fast for 40 days and actually see if this is something we should do. Well, you go ahead. You go ahead and pray and fast and expect the miraculous to happen just because you thought it or just because you wanted it, without doing anything in the process, without giving any effort, no seeding, nothing, and see if that actually happens. I've not met a person yet that's happened. I haven't met a person yet that they're like, we did nothing. This just happened. Although a lot of people think stuff like that is actually true. It's not true. So I'm here today to tell you, as your coach, you are moving too slowly. You are moving too slowly. Some of you need to spend 10 minutes a day working on this. Some of you need to spend 5 minutes a day. Some of you need to do something. But you're not getting the results that you long for because you're moving too slow. And while you sit around and move so slow and think and think and think and think and think, impact is still happening in your organization. People are leaving your company because you are too busy sitting around thinking about it. That is the action that's going to happen. Some of you already see it. You need to get out of your head and you need to start doing the work. Come on. It's time. Let's go. Hey, thanks again so much for listening. I wanted to create a space each week where you and I can learn about different cultures and come-froms in a safe, non-threatening, non-embarrassing environment. I hope you enjoy this podcast. For more creative resources and ideas, you can engage with me at Nikki Learning